Taurus, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. Thank you so much. I love that I have to do bonus reads for you all the time because you keep eating up all these readings. Thanks for doing that. Look, I do that for all of the signs, as you notice. Anytime there's 1,000 views or more, sometimes even less, I will come with a bonus read. I just really appreciate you watching these videos. So I think we're going to do what we did yesterday. We're just going to pull a deck here and we're going to figure out what's going on. Let's do this. I think what I'm going to do, what I did yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday's bonus read, is I'm just going to pull cards like I did yesterday. Just going to pull cards and ask questions and find out what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome. I hope you'll let us know in the comments. Some of us like to be in the comments. I appreciate you being in the comments and your thumbs up, your shares, your subscribes, all of that. Press that bell button. You'll know when I'm uploading. Thanks so much for doing that. Here we go. Tell me what Taurus needs to know. What's the most important thing that Taurus needs to know, please? What's the most important thing that Taurus needs to know? Oh, there's an opportunity here, Taurus. And I want to say it's already growing. The Ace of Pentacles is something that's going to change your life, and it's already rooted. It's like it's a done deal. It's arriving. I want to say it's because it's already rooted here. I feel like it's on its way. What is this opportunity, please? Tell me about this opportunity for Taurus. Well, the opportunity is something that you missed at one time that is coming back round. And it doesn't have to mean that it's a relationship. That's not what I'm talking about. This is abundance. It could be love, but it could also be something in your pentacle world. It could be a new job. It could be a new friend. But I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles tells me that it is something that is going to change you. It's going to take you on a brand new path, a very abundant path. And it is something that you've already missed. Like I want to say missed, but Taurus, it feels like it was something that was already staring you in the face at one time, but you didn't see the value in it when it was there the first time. So now it's coming back around again. And now you're going to be forced to look at it and make a judgment about it here. We've got Virgo and Pisces energy here. Tell me what this, what the judgment is about. What is about to come back around, please? An opportunity. Something that I feel that you may have missed it when it came around the last time, because it feels like it's a really small opportunity. Like you may have looked at it and like, I don't know if I'm willing to put the energy into that. It seems like a super small opportunity, but I feel like, yeah, it feels like it's a really super small opportunity. Like it would have given you stability, or it will give you stability. It's going to give you some type of balance. Even if it's just a little bit, Taurus, it's going to give you some type of balance. Tell me what this Page of Pentacles is about. It's like an opportunity that's so small that maybe you may have missed it before. You're like, I don't know if I'm willing to put my energy into that right now. I feel like it's coming back. And I'm going to say, just by the way, Taurus, if you're a person who watches a lot of general readings on the platform here, I always encourage people to do that, but only and only if you have your intuition. If you are using readers to tell you what to do in your life, stop watching tarot, please. Just stop it right now, because you're going to crash and burn yourself. I feel like this opportunity is coming to you, and it's coming back round. And I feel like the last time you saw it, it was staring you in the face and you didn't see it as value. And so I feel like now that you have your intuition, that's why I'm going on about it. I feel like now that you have your intuition and that you are making decisions, discerning what is yours and what isn't yours, and, you know, not believing everything that the tarot reader says, right? Because it is different for every one of you. I bring the message, but you really need to know what this message is about for your own self, right? Because general readings are not meant to be your life path. No, that's for sure not. So we do have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. So I want to say that this particular thing here, Taurus, it feels like you weren't really willing to put a lot of energy into it the last time that came around. And now that it's here and looking you in the face again as the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is what we're looking at. Now you're saying, oh, it's back. And so, what I was going to say is when you're watching general readings on the platform, the reason I was going on about that is because if you hear something or see something and it comes up once, and, you know, just discard it. Just discard it if it comes up once. But if you go onto the platform and the same message keeps coming up reading after reading after reading. And even if it's only one particular point in the reading that keeps coming up, then you know that that's probably for you. And I want to say that that's what this is all about. That, you know, sometimes the things that we manifest stand and look us in the face, and we're not ready to receive them, or we're not ready to see them as having value. And so we let them go. But please understand that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And so that's why this new opportunity is coming. So I think that the last time you saw this opportunity, it was like, I don't know if I really want to put the energy into it. I kind of have my balance here. I'm already, you know, I've got my own pentacle. I'm already balanced. I don't really know that I have the energy to put energy into something else. But now you're looking at it a little clearer. Now you're looking at it as, oh, okay, so it's come back now. It's the Seven of Pentacles. It's grown a little bit. Now this looks like something that maybe I do want to put my energy into. What are we talking about here? Because I feel like it's something you did ask for, because the Seven of Pentacles is throwing your seeds of intention and then nurturing and waiting for it to grow. And I feel like you threw it away. You maybe just threw that coin away and it ended up growing somewhere else. It ended up rooting, but it's coming back. This opportunity is coming back. Tell me what's coming back, please. We have the Seven of Swords. No, sorry, not the Seven of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. We do have the Six of Swords. And I was saying the Seven because the 6 and the 1 is 7. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Look, we're looking at swords. You're up in your head. Now that this opportunity comes back here, you're thinking, wow, should I maybe stand up and be counted? Should I maybe say to somebody, yeah, maybe I'm ready to look at that thing again and analyze it again. Maybe I'm ready to look at it in the eyes this time and figure out what it is and what I need. And should I stand up and be counted? It feels like there is something here that you didn't notice before because you didn't trust it. I want to say that since you didn't trust it, you became the student. And the student is the one who is really going to dig into it and find out what's going on. So I want to say, Taurus, that whatever it is, it could be, for some of you, it could be a trip. For others of you, it could be an opportunity to speak publicly. For some of you, it could be an opportunity to be a student or get into school again or be a teacher. But it feels like whatever the opportunity is here is that that you now see it clearly. But now you're overthinking it. Now you're up in your head overthinking it. Yeah, I think you saw it as an exciting opportunity, but you wanted it to be bigger. You didn't want the Page of Pentacles energy. You wanted 7 Pentacles. You really wanted a reason to put your effort in. And I feel like it's because now you're looking at the Ace of Pentacles because this thing is already rooted. And I think that the reason that that you can see it is because you've worked really hard to remove this mask from the Two of Swords. It feels like you weren't ready to go on this adventure. Whatever it is. You weren't ready to go on this adventure yet, but now it's come back and you're ready to go on this adventure. You're going to argue with yourself. I feel like it is an opportunity to be in the public eye. That's what it is. Maybe it is an opportunity to be in the public eye, which to me goes back to the Queen of Swords, maybe being a public speaker, helping people, being honest and truthful, giving them truth, whether they want to hear it or not. But it feels like there is a lot of competition, or maybe the thing that you want to do, that area is saturated. Maybe there's a lot of people talking on the subject that you're talking on, and you don't know if you're going to be able to get enough attention, right? The Six of Wands is the attention. But what I want to say to you, Taurus, is that you're the subject matter expert. People look up to you like you're the emperor, that you've got it all together. You're the person who's taking control of the situation, who's giving the advice. I feel people see you as somebody who has a lot of wisdom, somebody who's learned a lot of lessons, and somebody who is willing to forge forward no matter what the cost. It feels like they see you as the leader who keeps pushing forward. No matter what happens, I keep pushing forward. The Ram, right? That's Aries energy. So I want to say that you're about to get a lot of attention. If you decide to take this opportunity that has now come back to you and arrived once more, if you decide that you want to take this opportunity, I feel like this Ace of Pentacles tells me it's going to change your life. It is. But you're up in your head about it right now because 6, 7, 8. You're up in your head about it right now. I think you're thinking on it. Okay. Let's leave that. Let's grab another deck and go at it again here. What else does Taurus need to know? Tell me what else the collective of Taurus needs to know. Tell me what we need to tell Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. Ooh, the Ace of Cups is here, my friend. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Taurus? For some of you, a new path of love is about to open here. I think you're on the precipice of it right now. You're right on the edge. There are certain things, certain ways that Charlie will communicate with me. It's always through pictures, but it's always through the same pictures that mean the same things. And so I'm seeing, I think I've said this to you before, Taurus. Maybe I've said it in another reading, I don't know. But all I'm looking at is people from the knees down. I see men's shoes and pants, women's high heels and a dress. And they're in the middle. There is a threshold. So someone is standing on the porch and the other person standing in the house, and somebody is ready to go over the threshold. So that's why I said we're on the precipice here of something, of some sort of really big change. What else do we need to know? What about this love here? We've got the Eight of Swords, Taurus. When it shows up, when it shows up and it's presented to you, you're going to go straight into a place in the mind and you're going to start overthinking it. Why is Taurus going to overthink it? Ooh, because this person, I feel, is someone who is obsessed with you. This is someone who won't leave you alone. They're obsessed with you. They are someone who might have an addiction. And I mean, it doesn't have to be pills or smoking or drinking or any of that. It could be buying too many shoes, buying, maybe they collect people. Maybe they're a people collector. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there's someone who is acting toxic in that kind of way. You're up in your head because this person, and I really do feel like for some of you, you've already had communication or connection with this person and you're still connected to them. It's like they're attached to you. They have an obsessive attachment to you and they won't leave you alone. And I don't think you need to be scared. I don't think this is anything weird or creepy or anything that's going to hurt you. But I think that for a very long time, Taurus, you wanted this person to show up because they were full of passion and made you feel desirable, whether you're feminine or masculine. But I feel like what you realize now that you're in this different vibration is that it's actually devil energy. This person does everything obsessively. So if they eat ice cream, they eat it every day for a week. They do it obsessively, or they're doing things that hurt their physical, mental, spiritual well-being. And I think that you know that and you feel that energy now. Tell me more about the devil. Could be dealing with Capricorn, could be dealing with an air sign or a water sign. Take it as it resonates. We do have the Five of Pentacles. So you haven't been talking to this person and you've been disconnected from them for a reason. I think they worry you. I think the way that they move in the world worries you. It feels like you're disconnected from this person. And I think in the time that you've been disconnected from this person, I feel like you see them now as who they truly are. Sometimes it takes distance and time and thinking and giving ourselves a little bit of space, right? And it feels like this person shows up and it's someone that you haven't spoken with for a long time, but I also feel like it's an attachment. Tell me about the devil, please. What do I need to know about the devil for Taurus? We have the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I want to say that for some of you, you have already been in a relationship. Now, it doesn't have to be a full-blown relationship where we live together, we were together all the time. Like, it feels like I'm just going to say it's the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So it feels like this person, was welcome to come to your home. I think they spent a lot of time with you. I want to say that all the time that they spent with you, that they were actually holding on to you, but they were also holding back from you. And now this person is coming to you with more communication. I feel like it's exciting. That's the thing. I feel like you will invite it in because it's exciting, but you immediately get up in your head because there's a reason that you've kept yourself disconnected from this person. And I think that you realize when they show up at your door or in text, whatever it is, when they show up, you finally realize that this person was actually someone who was doing things for themselves. They weren't doing it for you. They were doing it for their own desires. Tell me who the devil is, please. What should Taurus do about the devil? Tell me who the devil is and what Taurus should do about the devil. This is someone you have big feelings for, but I feel like you have big feelings for this person with the Lovers here. This is someone that you are deeply connected to, but you know that they're no good for you. You're deeply connected to that person. So we have the Ten of Wands and the High Priestess here. You absolutely know that this is going to cause a heavy burden for you. If you decide to get involved with this person, and the thing is I feel that they're a soulmate, but please understand that I'd rather be with a healed karmic for the rest of my life than with a broken soulmate. And I feel like this is a soulmate who just doesn't have as many lessons as you do, Taurus. This person is a friend of yours, and that's why you're going to let them in. But I feel you're going to keep them at arm's length. I feel like you still will let them know that you have love for them, that they are a soulmate, but I think you're going to keep them at arm's length. You're going to keep them in the friend zone. And I think that's the best thing here. We've got the Knight of Swords. I think you're just going to tell them. You know, that the Knight sort of blurts things out with any really regard for how people feel about it. And the Knight's MO is to get to the place quicker than anyone else with the message, I want to be first. And they don't really care how you feel about the message. But I want to say that you're probably going to be very honest with this person and tell them, look, I know you're my soulmate. Let's be soulmate friends. Because I feel like there is some things that you need to take care of here before anything else can work. I feel like you're just going to be really honest. Tell me why you're up in your head. Yeah, you're going to end this. That's what it is. Because this person is keeping you in the dark, and they've done it for a long time, Taurus. They've done it for a long time. They're keeping you in the dark, and I feel like you've been patient with this person. I feel like you've waited for them to straighten their crap out. I feel like you've been patient. I feel like you're really attracted to them, and they're super attracted to you. There's a lot of love here between you and them, but I think that you understand that you need to keep this person at arm's length and in the friend zone, because your intuition is going off like a really loud dinner bell in your head. It's like bing, 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 don't do this, right? I feel like, yeah, the World card is here because it feels like you felt like it was an accomplishment or a milestone to get this person out of your life or create distance between you and them, because this is what was going on, right? You knew that they weren't being honest with you or forthright. You knew that they were keeping things under the surface, and you knew it for a long time because your intuition's on high. So I feel like you felt like you were closing the door here, but I feel like this is the person that's coming back, Taurus. Okay, a couple more minutes. We'll ask for one more. What else do we need to know about Taurus, please? What else do we need to know about Taurus, please? Tell me about Taurus. What else do we need to know about Taurus, please? That first read that I did there, I think for some of you, that's a financial opportunity. So it might be something that you didn't think that you should have invested in first. I don't know why I'm going back there, but that's something that Charlie just showed me, that picture of the Ace of Pentacles that we pulled out first. So I think I was supposed to say something. Okay, here we go. Last thing for Taurus, please. Last thing that we need to know about Taurus, please. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is about to do really well. I want to say if you are a person who's in business for yourself, that things are about to get really good. That you're about to get, I don't know, more appointments or more clients, or if you're on social media, you're about to get more viewership or something like that. I feel like there is something coming here that you've worked toward. You've worked really hard toward this, but I feel like it's also something that is not only financial, but it is also something that I feel is connected to your self-worth. So it's going to make you feel more confident. You're going to be seen by a lot of people. That's what it feels like. Taurus, I want to say that there's an opportunity arriving for you that's been traveling for a long while. But I want to say that we're sort of right on the precipice of things turning in a different way here. What's going on here with the Emperor in reverse? You've waited for a very long time to speak with an emperor, I feel. But this emperor, I don't know. It's like, I was talking the other day, and I don't know what reading I said it in because they all run together for me, but I was talking the other day about manifestation and how sometimes we can romanticize the manifestation. That maybe it's someone we haven't seen in 10 or 20, 30, 40 or 50 years, and we're like, oh yeah, we're romanticizing, going off into the sunset with the person on the white horse, and we romanticize it sometimes. But then sometimes when the manifestation does show up, we realize that person we left back there 20 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago hasn't moved an inch. I want to say that there's an emperor showing up for you, and this person is someone who is cantankerous. They're kind of rude. This is someone who thinks they're the shit. This is someone who who is who's not emotionally available for you. This is someone who has the money and the status, but doesn't have anything else. They're not emotionally available. They're someone who speaks harshly or roughly toward people, commands that people obey them. Like, it feels like that sort of energy. And I want to say that this is a person that you've been waiting for a long time. You've been hoping and wishing and waiting that this person would come by and speak with you. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is telling me that this person's coming to you because they're brave. And I feel like they see that you have got some type of status. Now, you're at the Nine of Pentacles, and we have one that's coming in on the Knight. And the Knight has the one pentacle to make it 10. This person might be looking for a long-term relationship here. Tell me why the Emperor is in reverse. Because to me, when the Emperor is in the reverse, like, this person is sort of cantankerous and sort of argumentative, and they get what they want, and my way or the highway kind of energy here. And I feel like this person here is coming to you, and they think that that's what you want. They think that you might, how can I say, that you might respond to that. But you're confused. You're confused. Why is that? Tell me why this Emperor is in the reverse here. The Emperor might be the one who's confused or overwhelmed. Oh, yes, because then the King of Cups would be in the reverse, which is overwhelm. It's emotional overwhelm. This person is subject to having little outbursts or little tantrums of emotion. We do have the Tower energy here. You're confused as to why this person is arriving, why they're coming back. We've got the Ten of Wands. This is a situation that I feel that has always heavily burdened you. It feels like you've been waiting for someone to show up, but when they show up, I don't know that they're showing up right. Tell me why the Tower's here. Yeah, you've been waiting on this person. In fact, I feel like they hurt you in the past because you're healing. The Tower is telling me that that the upheaval or the change, I feel, is confusing. Like, you're wondering why this person's coming in now if they're not ready to talk, if they're not in the upright, right? If they're not ready to be emotionally available, you're wondering why this person has arrived. They're arriving because it's the moment of alchemy. It feels like the universe told them to go forward here, but it feels like you're sort of in solitude or by yourself or healing. You might be healing from this Emperor. Tell me a bit more about this Emperor. I don't get it. Tell me what's going on here. Why is the Emperor in the reverse? The Emperor's brokenhearted. There we go. Okay. So there we go. There's something has ended here for the Emperor. That's why they're coming in this way. So I don't feel like they're coming in because they're mad at you or because they want to be mean to you or want to have tantrums with you. I feel like this person's out of sorts. I feel like when they show up, they are confused. It does cause a Tower for you, and it ends up being quite a burden, Taurus. But I feel like you've been waiting for this person to show up. This Emperor, I feel, has come to the end. They are brokenhearted because some sort of a commitment they were in has ended, and they want to talk to you about it. Why do they want to talk to you about it? Why do they want to talk to Taurus about it? Because they know you. They've grown with you. You guys have some history together. It feels like this person wants to put effort into some sort of a connection with you. I don't think it's love. I don't think it's relationship. I feel like this person now wants to put some sort of an effort into some sort of a connection with you, but I think you're about to keep them at arm's length because they've hurt you before. You are the wounded warrior. I think that this person is too. I think that the Emperor is as well. As I say, the wounded warrior. The warrior shows up. There we go. So the Emperor has had the end of a relationship, and that's why it took them so long to show up. I feel like this person wants to speak to you after a long time away from you. What does the Emperor want to say to Taurus? But the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Three of Pentacles is here, and the Death is here. This person does not want to be your friend anymore. They don't want to be a friend. They want this to transform. They want to move forward with you. What they want is this to change between you. They want the friendship to change. And there is change here. Something is about to end. Why does the Emperor want this to change? They've been thinking about you. They've been watching you, Taurus. And they're obsessed with you. They're obsessed with your glow up. They're obsessed with the way you look since you've really been taking care of yourself. They see how happy you are. They see you're going out with people, having fun, having celebrations. I feel like they need some happiness. That's what's going on here. But they're not willing to move forward here with their feelings. I feel like this Emperor, I feel, has had the end of love here, but they feel like it's a milestone, like it's something that they needed. It's something that wasn't working. The Chariot is in the reverse. I don't feel like they're coming in to ask you for any sort of romantic thing. I feel like this is just someone who used to be your friend, and they're coming in to ask you for help because they have the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands is in the reverse. I feel like somebody cheated on them. Yeah, it feels like somebody cheated on them and it came to an end. They may have been engaged or living together. It's unrequited love. The Page of Cups is in the reverse. The Two of Swords, they didn't see that the new beginning was coming. They were in a long-term relationship here. All right, Taurus. I'm going to leave that right there, my friends. Maybe I'll just give you a little bit of energy about what we're talking about here. We've got Sagittarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We've got more Cancer. Cancer and Pisces, more Pisces, Scorpio, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, more Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus. That's it. I'm going to leave that right there, my friends. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.